Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Gigi. So about a year ago I put up this video and a lot of you had questions because it was really hard to follow and the footage was sped up. So I decided to remake this video for you guys and I slowed it all the way down. I hope you guys enjoy. If this is your first time ever coming across me or any one of my videos, please like this, comment, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. Put the link to this video in the description below if you wanted to check it out. Thank you guys so much. Enjoy. Bye. Please note that in order to achieve this, you need a basic bikini block. So you can either use one that you make by tracing a bathing suit that you own, or you can purchase a pattern that I created, and I'm gonna put the link down in the description. The things you need for this tutorial are a pattern, pair of scissors, pattern paper. One thing you don't see me show is a measuring tape, a curved ruler. You need something to write with. You need some swimsuit elastic. You can either use the clear kind or the cotton kind. Either works. You also need some clips and clear elastic. Mind you, this clear elastic is different from the clear swimsuit elastic. So this clear elastic I'm talking about is typically found in dresses. It tends to be more durable than regular elastic and it will provide more support. You also need two different colored fabrics. To take some measurements before we get started. Measure the point where your bra strap starts to the other point where it starts and subtract that number by 4 inches. Measure under your bust line as tight as you can and subtract that number by 4 inches as well. Part is a little hard to explain, but measure from the front to the back, like where you want your straps to be, and subtract it by 2 inches. These measurements are for the elastic straps that will be used later on in the video. To start, cut out the pattern in your size. So you're going to cut out the top, one top piece and 2 bottom pieces. Place the pattern on top of a pattern paper and trace along the sides until you get to the lowest point of the waistline. Extend the leg opening by 1 centimeter and draw a vertical line that is 0.5 of an inch long. Then, using a curved ruler, you're going to draw a curved line from the waistline, the edge of the waistline, to meet the tip of the vertical line you drew. I did it the opposite way, where I drew the waistline before I drew the vertical line, but it's the same concept. And that's it for the front piece. You just have to cut it out and put the pattern aside. To determine how much elastic you need, measure 2 inches from the bottom, and from that 2-inch mark, you're going to measure to the top. Whatever you get, the distance between the 2-inch mark and the top, subtract 1 inch from that, and that should be how much elastic you need. With the right sides facing each other and connect them at the bottom seam. I went ahead and I stitched it off camera. With the right side of the fabric facing up, I match up the front and the back piece of the other set that I didn't sew to the front and the back piece of the set that I did sew. Then I attach some elastic to basically every opening, the waist opening, the leg opening, and to determine how much elastic you need, again, you just need to measure from one point to the other and subtract about 1 inch to 1.5 inch is your choice. Hold the elastic and the fabric together with some clips, not pins, because I don't want to ruin the elastic or fabric. So stitch around the whole thing where there's elastic, and please note that 1, the elastic should be shorter than the actual fabric, slightly shorter, and 2, there should be an opening at the bottom seams. Slightly stretch the elastic as you sew, and don't forget to attach the elastic to the top pieces as well, both pieces. I want you guys to really take your time at this point, because you're sewing 3 layers and there are a lot of curves, and so you don't want to rush this process at all. It may look like I'm rushing, but the footage is sped up. Now that you figured out how much elastic you need for the straps, we're going to attach them to the sides. Honestly, this is by far the most difficult part of the tutorial, and so take your time. With a safety pin, I attach one end of the elastic and I feed it through the opening bottom seam to the side seam. At the side seam, I will pin the elastic to the fabric. Then grab the other end of the elastic and attach a safety pin to it as well, and feed it through the back side of the side opening. The challenge here is to make sure the elastic remains flat and it's not turned in any way, because if it's turned and not flat, the straps will come out twisted, and you want it to lay flat on your body around your waist. So yeah, make sure you take your time on this part and just make sure it's flat and straight. You will do the same to the other side of the bottoms, and we use a safety pin to hold it in place. I personally like a safety pin because it won't come undone, and the clips here, let me tell y'all, clips do not work when it comes to this part because they will slip and slide. It's just a headache, so you can avoid that by using a safety pin. So the top is pretty much the same concept as the bottoms. Grab the elastic for the neck straps and pin it on one end. Then you're going to feed the safety pin through the opening that we made and the opening that we left in the bikini top, and feed it through all the way up to the top and pin it at the top. Then grab the other end of the elastic and feed it through the side of the other bikini top all the way up to the top and pin it on that side as well. Just like the bottoms, make sure the elastic strap is flat and straight because you don't want any twist in your top. Attach the elastic with a serger or sewing machine. If you are using a sewing machine, use a zigzag stitch and stitch back and forth a couple of times to reinforce the straps. This is what the top should look like, and all you have to do at this point is turn it inside out or outside in, whichever way that goes. But an easy way to do that is by pulling the elastic and it'll just flip inside out. Oh my god, just look at it, guys. It's so beautiful. I can't believe I made it. I'm just kidding. But do the same for the bottoms. Just turn it inside out, and we are on to our last few steps. Zigzag around the edges of the bikini bottoms, and for the top, zigzag the edges to the opening on the sides, the two opening on the sides. Since this is a reversible bikini and it's made with two different colored fabrics, I use two different colored threads. For the main thread, I use a black thread, and for the bobbin, I use a white thread. And that's it for the bottoms. And for the top, zigzag all the way down right up until the opening for the sides, the openings on the sides. So the last thing we need to sew is a channel for the elastic strap that goes around the body. And to do that, tuck the raw edges of the openings on the top in, and basically stitch a zigzag stitch across from one point to the other, and make sure the tucked raw edges are stitched to hold the tucked edges in place. So the last step for the bottoms is to hand stitch the bottom seam opening, and to do that I'm just going to use a needle and thread and just hand sew it. I'm not the best hand sewer, so I can't really pass any tips along, but I think I tried and I was able to finesse it. The last step is to feed a strap turner through both channels of the top. Make sure both tops are turned in the right direction when you do that, and you're basically gonna feed the strap through the channels and latch it onto the elastic and pull the elastic through both channels. Then with a straightener or like an iron, press the elastic together. You're kind of like melting the elastic so it sticks together. And that's it, guys. I decided to put it on my mannequin. My mannequin looked a little botched. No judgment will be greatly appreciated. But it really fits very well and I love it. I will try it on for you guys, but I'm not feeling myself right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Please share with your friends and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much. See you in my next video. Bye.